So you have escaped the clutches of a narcissist? Brilliant. It's like winning a staring contest with a basilisk. Tough, but ultimately rewarding. Now you might be feeling a bit empty. And by a bit, I mean there is a hole in your soul so vast it could double as a new black hole. But don't panic, you are not alone in this. Consider this video your emotional first aid kit for navigating the post-narcissistic wasteland. I've got you covered. The first sign is difficulty coping with everyday stresses. When your emotional reserves have been drained for so long, even small stresses can feel overwhelming. Tasks that once seemed manageable, like running errands, dealing with minor inconveniences, or handling work responsibilities, may now feel exhausting. Remember when you could handle a minor inconvenience without it feeling like a meltdown? Yeah, those were the days. Now even small stresses feel like climbing Mount Everest in flip-flops. You might find yourself easily irritated or anxious in situations that didn't used to bother you. This happens because narcissistic abuse depletes your emotional energy. After spending so much time managing the narcissist's chaos and crazy demands, you are left with little capacity to handle life's normal ups and downs. The second sign is feeling numb or disconnected. Many survivors describe feeling emotionally numb, like they are just going through the motions of life without really engaging. Life feels like a black and white movie you are watching from a distance. Joy, sadness, anger, they're all just shades of gray. This numbness is often a protective mechanism, a way your mind shields itself from further pain after enduring prolonged emotional trauma. While emotional numbness can provide temporary relief, it also prevents you from fully experiencing life. It creates a barrier between you and your emotions, making it difficult to feel fully alive or connected. The third sign is trouble identifying or understanding emotions. After narcissistic abuse, you may struggle to recognize what you are feeling or why. This is because narcissists often discourage emotional expression unless it serves their needs. Over time, you might have learned to ignore or suppress your feelings, leading to emotional confusion. For example, you might notice a vague sense of discomfort or unease, but struggle to pinpoint exactly what's bothering you. You feel something, but what it is? Sadness, anxiety, hunger, existential dread, who knows? It's like trying to diagnose a medical condition using only WebMD. This disconnect from your emotions makes it harder to process feelings and can deepen the sense of emptiness. The fourth sign is harsh self-judgment. Narcissists are quick to criticize, blame, and belittle their victims. Over time, you may have internalized their negative messages, leading to harsh self-judgment. Now, there is an inner critic living inside you, and it's no longer just a little voice. It is like a full-blown drill sergeant, constantly berating you for the slightest imperfections. Forgot your keys, you are an idiot. Spilled coffee, you are a failure. Breathed, you are doing it wrong. It's like living in your own personal boot camp, except the only reward is more self-criticism. You might find yourself thinking things like, I'm not good enough or I'm too needy, whenever you experience normal human emotions. This self-criticism can make it difficult to acknowledge and meet your emotional needs, keeping you stuck in a cycle of emptiness. Instead of offering yourself compassion, you may judge yourself for feeling weak or struggling to go. The fifth sign is feeling disconnected in relationships. Even after leaving the narcissistic relationship, you might find it difficult to connect with others. You may feel distant or detached even from people you care about. This disconnection often stems from fear of being hurt again or from not knowing how to trust others after the betrayal you experienced. In some cases, survivors avoid forming close relationships altogether, fearing a repeat of the emotional pain they endured. This isolation can further reinforce feelings of emptiness and loneliness. And there you have it. You have already survived the hardest part, vanquishing the narcissist. That's like slaying a dragon, except the dragon wore designer clothes and gaslighted you about its fire breathing. Seriously, give yourself all the high fives, you have earned them. You are not broken, you are just pre-fabulous like a diamond in the rough, except the rough is a giant pile of narcissistic nonsense. So grab your emotional toolbox, equipped with affirmations, boundaries, and a firm no thank you. And let's get to work polishing that diamond. If this video resonated with you, hit that like button. And if you want more tips on navigating the post-narcissistic wilderness, subscribe to my channel because trust me, the best is yet to come. It is like the after party of a really bad wedding, way more fun than the main event. Now go out there and be fabulous.